back on More Titans. This is episode 3 of season 2, and I'm so excited to carry on with this season. I really loved the last episode, and definitely taking it in a very interesting direction that I'm so excited to see more of. And we had some setup last time with Jason recognising Deathstroke, so that's going to be a big thing. And we had, of course, the introduction of Rose. Dr. Light as well was coming into it, and Corey got taken by that other guy from her planet. So there's a lot being juggled, but I think they're doing a very good job of kind of giving each story the time it needs to shine. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what's going to happen next, where they're going to take this. So yeah, let's just dive right into the next one.
Is that somebody you know?
Kind of. Old Titans business.
Jacket, former
Oh boy.
Task Force Commando. Interpol says he retired years ago after the death of his son Jericho. I tried having the computer find
I'll take it from here.
Oh wow. This is wholesome.
So where's Corey?
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, we all did. But he's alive and well in San Francisco.
Deathstroke is why we shuttered this place. We limped away. I didn't come for round 2.
I didn't forget. But I can't get around. Slate's tried to kill her once, he'll do it again.
You are to come home at once and take your royal turn. Wear the crown.
Oh.
He killed my brother. Said Big Brother fell in with the wrong crowd.
When did this happen?
Ready.
And Bird Box time.
Let's go.
It's basically both of them against Jason, isn't it? Ooh!
Houston, we have contact!
Oh dear. Nope.
We're still sparring?
Oh, Jesus. Don't do that. Really don't do that.
Rachel, stop! You stay away from me, you fucking freak.
Everything okay?
Should have walked in 10 seconds ago, buddy.
No, it's not.
How's Rachel? Asking about you. Keep an eye on her, will you? She needs special care. Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, shout out to Jason.
Did my parents send you?
Your sister. Blackfire.
Ooh!
Of course. Of all the royal guards, she sends the only one that I slept with.
Oh.
No, she didn't choose me.
No?
I volunteered.
I bet you did.
I got rid of him. Got rid of as in... killed him? Yeah, kind of. Is that what you wanted to do?
Not entirely, I don't think.
I did. But,
A lot of daddy issues in this
I thought
show.
everything would. Guess we're both members of the Bad Dads Club. Platinum members. Benefits kind of suck. Members are pretty cool.
Everything okay with Rachel? She looked a little strange in training.
Yeah.
Oh, you should tell him.
Her.
Jesus.
Question.
Tell me what you think about me.
We put them in crisis. See how they operate. Who commands? Who follows?
And then?
We cull the herd.
Ooh.
Isolate the weak.
I like how strategic he is.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this matter.
Even then you only got one, we fucking better, right?
I knew he was going to say something like that.
Maybe things will be different this time.
That's what every addict says.
Yeah. It's a dangerous thought to have.
Right.
And we're not this anymore.
Says the lady who likes the superhero at night.
I was going to say, yeah. What are you talking about?
You have to prove yourself.
Prove myself.
Oh dear.
You want to teach them to be better than us? Tell them what happened.
Yes.
Things, so they won't repeat them.
Thanks for
Oh, that's
that.
what happened.
I'm sorry you can't stay around.
Slade Wilson's right behind him, and when he comes, I just hope that Dick Grayson camp counselor isn't who answers the door.
Maybe Nightwing can.
I think I got something. I'll do whatever you say, but don't make me behind, right?
You'll get your time. Not tonight.
Oh dear.
Costume Friday?
Oh, now he's pissed. He got embarrassed in front of the girl. Magneto? Let there be light. Yeah, it's not the best costume for stealth, is it, Dr. Lights? You can't really hide in a pitch black room in that fucking thing, can he? Come on, Donna, fuck him up. Oh! Nice.
When I look at you, all I see is greatness.
What happens if you return without me?
Let's hope this doesn't go the way of Jon Snow and Daenerys, eh?
Maybe you've lost the taste for how this works. We'll get another shot. The old Robin would have taken the first one.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
He doesn't want to be Robin anymore.
Come on.
Let's not go robbing anyone of a good time, huh?
I don't take orders from you anymore, man. I do what I want, when I want.
Well, you need to have some respect, Jason. Oh! Wow.
Here.
Yep, I knew he was going to do that. He doesn't like being shown up, does he? That makes him reckless. It's ironic that Jason's the one out of the two being a bit of a dick.
Breaking things.
Oh, he has two!
Work in this place.
Like his baton. Oh, that's
Seems
cool.
like there's a lot of drama around here.
It has nothing to do with you.
Is that the classic pose? Yes!
I have to go home. Too. I'm sorry.
I get it.
Aw.
So I spent all day and all night trying to hold it down, trying to hold it in, trying to keep it in. I'm so tired.
Oh.
What would happen if you just let it out? Sit tight.
What?
I'm on my way.
Yes!
I knew I could count on you.
Good. How are you gonna handle this then?
After you.
Oh. She's locking you in.
More will come for you. Legions of them.
Let them come.
Damn. Don't think it's gonna work out with you two, pal.
Part of me's glad to be back here. Reminds me of why we started doing this in the first place. What was that again? Free booze. Fully stocked fridge. I'm sorry I can't stay and help. It scares Dawn. I can't let her down again.
Then you won't.
I love that we all know they're all gonna stay eventually.
And I won't.
But everyone's just like, sorry, I can't stay.
Let's enjoy one last hurrah.
Scrap heap for rejects. I'm not a reject. I'm sorry.
No, he's
I
not.
didn't mean you. I'm just gonna piggyback on the Bayline system.
I like seeing this side of Gar as well, like the tech savvy kind of side.
Holy shit. You're amazing, Jason. I think we got him. Whoa, where are you going?
Hey.
To tell Dick. I got a better idea. Look, why don't we go take a quick look to make sure?
No. No, no, no.
Yeah. No. Gar, I need this. To make things right with Dick, to show him what I can do. Yeah, what we can do.
I think
He knows.
he'd respect you more for just being the bigger man and telling him.
Quick look, and we call Dick.
Boy,
I promise.
you're gonna break that promise, aren't you, you little shit?
I thought this was.
But I love him anyway.
Only.
This is a terrible idea.
No matter what it's taking, you must be able to keep fighting. Win.
Oh, good. I'm hoping this is him, like, realizing that he should kind of respect Dick a bit more. Ooh! Ooh! Well. Jesus! Imagine if Jason had as much love to give as he did hate. I mean, damn. Oh shit. Oh. Oh fuck. Well. It's a terrible idea. You'd call someone then and there, wouldn't you? Oh my god, no! Okay, another really, really good episode. I loved it. Very intrigued as to where they're going to take it now. So I wasn't expecting like a big confrontation with Deathstroke so early in the season, but I feel like they could be heading that way if he's like taking Jason. Because, you know, what else could they do? So that's kind of exciting to think that we might get a Titans versus Deathstroke battle so soon. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode quite a bit. I enjoyed the kind of process of getting all the team back together, basically, even if it's not official yet. But, you know, we had Donna and Hank and Dawn returning to Titan's Tower. In the brief flashbacks we were kind of getting to them, you know, before it seemingly all went wrong. It's very interesting as well, and I can't wait to kind of get more of that. I'm sure we'll get, you know, some flashback heavy sequences at some point when Dick opens up to everyone about what happened and what went wrong. But I did like the brief little snippets we got. And also we now have kind of Corey being brought back into the fold as well, because she's on her way to find Rachel, which is great. So we'll get everyone together. Hopefully they can properly form like this new team, which would be really cool to see. Like, see everyone suit up again. It would be really, really cool. But I just like that feeling, and you know what they were kind of talking about, how there's so many ghosts in that place and they don't like being there. I mean, you know, Hank said he misses it almost, and the place has a strange effect on him. So it's kind of nice that they kind of almost gave life and personality to Titan's Tower itself through the way it was making everyone feel individually about what had happened there before. So I really liked that kind of concept, and I think the dilemma with Hank and Dawn kind of wrestling with they can't suit up again without falling back into their addictions, I think was a very interesting kind of concept. And hopefully that's something they'll explore a bit further on down the line. I mean, it was weird with them. Dawn was like, you know, we can't look back, we need to move forward, and you weren't giving the new life a chance, and yet she was the one who was suiting up again, but that was strange. I think it was more so she was saying that because maybe he would go back and fall back on bad habits if he went back. So maybe she's trying to do that to protect him, but I did feel like that was kind of weird, but I can kind of see where she was coming from with that. But I do like the kind of dilemma those two have to have over whether or not to, you know, become Hawk and Dove again. But it was nice, you know, the scenes with them. We got some really badass kind of action sequences as well in this episode. I loved Donna, like, fucking, you know, shoving that motorbike at Dr. Light. That was really funny. And the training scene between Dick and Rose I really enjoyed. The training sequence with Rachel, Gar and Jason. That really brutal fight at the end with Jason and Dr. Light, like, damn. And it's almost crazy that the more impactful violence of that sequence was probably the stuff we didn't see, to whatever the hell Slade probably did to Jason. Because I mean, that blood kind of trail could have been Dr. Light's or could have been Jason's as well, so they kind of left that a bit open-ended, I think. But Gar just seemed to like follow it straight away. Like, you'd bloody call someone, wouldn't you? I mean, I guess he wouldn't want to lose the trail, and he might not get signalled in the sewer, so he had no choice but to follow the trail. But I don't know. We have to wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, I liked all of that stuff. Like the training and action sequences, I thought were really, really well done. The choreography, I think, is quite impressive. And I loved when Rose kind of cut Dick's staff thing in half, and so he had these two things and did that the classic Nightwing pose. That was really, really cool. The foreshadowing there, I can't wait to see, you know, get a proper look at Nightwing's costume whenever that shows up. Probably near the end of the season, I'm guessing, but I'm very, very excited for it nonetheless. It definitely feels like we're getting there, which is really cool. And yeah, Dr. Light, as a villain, you know, he's alright in this. I enjoyed, you know, him trying to kind of have more of a friendly relationship with Slade, and he was just like so stoic, and that was a really funny contrast between the two of them. And yeah, I think the effects and everything of his powers looked really, really cool. And I am intrigued as to where they're going to continue to go with him, because, you know, he got his ass kicked by Robin, you know, and he was like, say, oh, you know, Robin Jr., blah, 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 and yet he got his ass kicked. So, is he going to come back with a vengeance now? Is he going to be a true threat? I don't know. I feel like Slade might turn on him, to be honest. But I did like what they did with Dr. Light anyway. And yeah, Slade, I really liked how calm and composed and articulate he was in his first scene. When he was talking to Dr. Light, I just like how reserved he kind of was. And the presence he has, I think, is really, really good so far. I'm really liking the actor a lot. And we saw, you know, the tiniest, like 1 second flashback of Deathstroke in the old days. And then obviously we got that big reveal of him at the end in the sewer. Love that kind of reveal of him stood there. I can't wait to see, you know, Deathstroke in action properly. That's going to be really, really cool. But I'm loving him so far. I really do think he has like the threat and the intimidation that the character needs. So I'm really, really excited to see where they go with that. And then everything with Corey. Honestly, the Corey stuff early on with that other guy, probably the stuff I was interested in least throughout the episode. I was like, you know, just get back to the other stuff. But regardless, I think it picked up near the end when Rachel called Corey, and Corey was like, I'll come back and see you, and locked that guy up. But everything before that, it was nice kind of finding out a bit more about the history that Corey had in her planet, and getting a mention of Blackfire was really cool. And the fact that, you know, it's kind of demanded that she comes home and rules her people. And she had that history with this guy that came and tried to convince her to go back. That was interesting to get kind of that backstory, but I do think we didn't need quite as much focus on it as we got. Just because I think there was just slightly more exciting stuff happening with all the other plots. But I feel like that wasn't necessary to get Corey back on the right path to join everyone again. So, you know, I still enjoyed what we got, but it just wasn't like the most exciting part of the episode for me personally. But I'm glad she has a really nice bond with Donna, I think, already, and I really like her bond with Rachel as well. And it was nice that Rachel was the one who kind of convinced Corey to, you know, find the group again, because it makes a lot of sense. And so yeah, I really, really like that she's kind of joining everyone again. And then Rose, I wish she got used a bit more in this episode. She wasn't really in it a lot, which is kind of a shame, but she had some cool interactions. I really liked the scene with her and Rachel. They seemed to get on quite well. And the training scene with Dick I already mentioned was great. And yeah, I'm excited to see where they're going to take her, and if she's going to get, you know, more of a chance to take down her dad and stuff. Should be interesting. You know, we found out that Slade apparently killed her big brother as well. I am very excited to see where all this is leading, and what tragedy there was back in the past, really, and that caused the Titans to disband because of Deathstroke and people making mistakes, stuff like that. Very, very excited to get those flashbacks whenever we do get them. So yeah, she was good in this episode. I just wish we kind of gotten a bit more of her, if anything. And then yeah, I'm really enjoying the Gar, Rachel and Jason kind of trio. And they're continuing to explore like this darkness within Rachel, and this new power she's kind of unlocked after she defeated Trigon. So, you know, we saw in the last episode she kind of had a bit of that. And she, you know, got scratched on her and stuff like that. So there's obviously something eating away at her, and I liked that, you know, she kind of told Corey about it. It was nice that someone told someone about something in this episode, because it is frustrating when characters do that. I know it makes for more drama and stuff like that, but it was refreshing to see someone just be honest, because, you know, Dick asked Gar if Rachel was okay in training. He was like, yeah, she's fine, blah blah blah. And obviously Jason and Gar then didn't tell Dick that they'd found Dr. Light and just went on their own, which was a very stupid idea, but I still love them, so it's okay. But yeah, I'm liking the kind of sequences between those three, and the fact that Jason got beat down like twice, and well, technically 3 times, I guess, if we count Deathstroke in this episode. I liked Dick kind of reminding him who's boss, and I think that could be an interesting kind of character arc for Jason if he really does learn to kind of respect Dick a bit more, because he seemed to like take his advice to heart in that final fight and fall back, which is cool. but then it's all going to go wrong again now. Slade's got him. But I think Jason's very flawed as like a character, and that's what makes him so interesting, and I just think the actor's fantastic. So I hope we get to see a lot more of him. So hopefully the next episode doesn't start with, you know, Deathstroke cutting his head off or something. I would be quite angry and disappointed. I don't think they'll do that though. But yeah, Rachel like nearly killing Jason in that training scene. Jason's reaction to that. There's obviously a lot of tension there. There's clearly a long way to go for all of them to kind of work things out and probably become a team. But I'm excited to see that journey. I feel like that's going to probably take up season 2. I feel like they're not going to properly be like a fully fledged and formed, you know, ready to go on any mission, whatever the world throws at them kind of team until like the end of the season. I feel like that's when everyone's really going to find their place in the world, basically. Where Jason's place is going to be, I'm not sure, because I'm excited to see what they might potentially do with him one day. And I like seeing the kind of more technical side to Gar, you know, being a bit tech savvy and stuff like that. That was really cool. And, Rachel just struggling with trying to withhold this thing inside of her, and Jason being a bit reckless, not having much respect, and when he feels like he's not being respected, so he's not giving any back in return. Very interesting stuff, and I can't wait to see where they kind of take all these different individual elements, because again, there was a lot they did in this episode. I feel like lots of different character kind of arcs going on and stuff like that, but it still felt kind of concise, and like they know what they're doing with all of these individual things, which is really good. I really like that. It does feel like the writers know what they're doing, they know where they're going with this season. There's no like meandering kind of plots or anything. It's very focused, even though there are lots of stories going on. So yeah, they're doing a great job, I think, and I'm really, really liking what they're doing with season 2 so far. And this is another fantastic episode. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. So yeah, that was episode 3. Really, really liked it. Very intrigued as to what's going to happen now that Jason seems to be in Deathstroke's clutches. We shall see. But yeah, really enjoyed this. Loving this season so far. And until my next reaction, thanks for watching.